Hi there, Chris Holshouser, the Managing Director for Advanced Manufacturing at BlueForge Alliance. And I'm here with Dr. John Ralls, the Newport News Shipbuilding, a division of HII.
Thanks, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm the engineering manager for our Advanced Manufacturing department in Newport News Shipbuilding.
So starting off, I've seen Newport News really be on the forefront of adopting new technologies like additive. What was really the kind of thought process and strategy behind trying to be the one setting the tone and really be out and ahead of everyone else?
Yeah. So the Newport News Shipbuilding has been supporting the maritime industry since 1886. I would say that innovation is part of our culture. It's who we are. It's what fueled our adoption to get into the maritime industry, and similarly, our pursuit in additive manufacturing is a complement to that work. We've been looking to support opportunities that allow us to better provide value to our customer, to support our craftspeople, and also to support our ship suppliers. And so additive manufacturing from that vantage point allows us an opportunity to engage in a different way, to accelerate adoption of new technologies that allow us to increase our throughput, as well as to complement the work that our suppliers as well as the Navy are doing to advance new technologies.
In the AM realm, again, I've seen several success stories. Is there one that you can share most recently, getting parts on boats?
Yeah, there are a lot of successes that I think the Newport News has had. From getting the first metal part on a nuclear-powered warship to becoming the Navy's first qualified vendor in metal additive manufacturing. I would say the success that I'm most proud of, and the one that I think is an enabling step for our industry, really is seeking out those areas that help us solve problems and help us to do that smartly and in short order. So the one that comes to mind first would be one of the hinges we had. We had a problematic situation arise where we had some material that didn't support the time frame we needed for CVN 80, our enterprise. And so in a short order, we had a team pull together an opportunity to leverage traditional manufacturing coupled with additive manufacturing, traditional manufacturing technologies with additive manufacturing in order to support that ship construction effort. We partnered with a group, Lincoln Electric, who helped us using a wire DED process to provide the those hinges, and the approvals, the construction, the buy-in with the customer, breaking down technological barriers, resolving the technical hurdles, the qualification efforts, that happened in less than 10 weeks. And so the time frame to come through that was incredibly quick, and the most important, I think, opportunity that came out of that was the opportunity to open up the art of the possible, to make sure that we could leverage that and show that it could be done, breaking down those barriers while also, allowing folks to ask the question, well, what next can we do? What's the next item that we could do to solve a real-world problem?
Right. Yeah, we definitely see when engineers and some of the decision makers get their hands on real results and they see the power of the technology. I've watched that snowball kind of firsthand in my career. Speaking of such, additive is really just one part of Industry 4.0 at large. And I know you've taken over increased responsibilities for automation and some of those nuggets under Industry 4.0. What is Huntington Ingalls Newport News shipbuilders trying to do beyond just additive?
So I would say technology development and that portfolio that we look at is really a rich part of our culture and our industry. We've taken a lot of strides to implement technologies that can help augment both our shipyard and our craftspeople to help solve problems for our customer, as well as help solve problems with our suppliers, or maybe augment what they're doing in a different way. So the ability to apply robust techniques. Oftentimes you hear about that technology valley of death, right? Things go to die, and you can't quite get through it without a lot of effort. So for us, we take that step back. It requires robust planning, road mapping, a strategic outlook. So how do you formulate and implement a plan that brings in that new suite of technologies? So maybe it's additive manufacturing, maybe it's cobots or robotics, maybe it's an advanced form of non-destructive testing, a new form of surface preparation or coating. So in many of those technologies, we can take that and apply it using a smart process that allows us to use staging gates or other techniques that allows us to employ those technologies, gain customer buy-in and adoption early, which is an integral part of success, I think, is getting buy-in both from your customer as well as from your internal focus. So all those, that's a long way of saying, we do all those steps in part of a robust technology development portfolio in order to better enable us to deploy technology smartly.
One of the buzzwords that we hear all the time has to do with AI, ML. There's ChatGPT and all these different technologies. Do you believe from your viewpoint that HII Newport News is afraid of that, or are they embracing the power of such a tool?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think with any technology, there's going to be a pendulum that can go both ways, right? You can have a technology pendulum that is that requires development. So I think the key is understanding the capabilities, approaching any deployment of technology, AI or machine learning, in a way that allows you to complement the work you're doing and not add non-value added steps. So I look at the process of what's the minimum viable product needed. You want to pair technologies with and complement other technologies that allow you to deploy things more efficiently. So AI machine learning has the opportunity to do that. I think the question still as this journey with AI machine learning branches out, the opportunity to employ that is going to require the same level of technical rigor to smartly employ that and complement those other manufacturing or digital technologies.
As we have talked in the past and are talking now, I feel the urgency, and I understand, to your point about the 10 weeks to implement, and there's a drive to just go faster and faster. This has sort of been a Navy down, like we've got to do it now, which is why BlueForge exists. So what has it been like engaging with us, and maybe the last 18 months? What that partnership?
I'd say it's definitely a partnership, right? So in order to employ technologies, we've been able to collaborate effectively with BlueForge, with other members of the Submarine Industrial Base in order to advance technology. You can't do it yourself, right? You can't push a rope, you got to pull it. And so we all got to be pulling that rope together. And I think the work we've had has been very positive. I've seen a lot of great synergies in the efforts between Newport News and BlueForge, and I think the outlook looks great. I think the future is bright ahead of us, and as we continue to look and employ technologies, especially those advanced manufacturing technologies that can affect both our shipyard, our factory, and those of our suppliers, there is a lot of opportunity to further augment that capability as we branch out to new and broader technologies.
Yeah. And kind of living up to that partnership, what can BlueForge or the Navy or the broader industrial base, what can we do to help you all move faster? Like what would that look like?
So the ability to implement technology, there's a lot of things you think you can do to smartly employ technology. I kind of boil it down to two areas: implementation, and then there's the leadership aspect. Number one is, do you have all of the tools and requirements and necessary steps to employ the technology? So do you have a path to implementation? And number two, do you have leadership teams that are ready, willing, and able? And I think the answer is we've got both, right? We're getting clearer and more robust requirements that allow us to more efficiently and acutely execute those steps, as well as we have a team that's all in. We've got a team that's working tirelessly to work through material maturity efforts, to broadly employ technologies, and to make sure our supply base is engaged in a way where they can do it as well. So my I guess comment would say, let's keep doing what we're doing, and let's double down or triple down where we need to do that faster and more efficiently and as smartly as possible.
Absolutely. Well, John, it's been great getting to know you and work with you the last almost 2 years now, and look forward to a long-time partnership.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you very much.